Tickler, Aaliyah, and JR, the rapper. It's Bama Tabby, it's Bama Tabby, Tickler, Aaliyah, and JR, the rapper. Mic on the table, no polish. Truth in the room, we call it. Different lanes, one circle. Same old scars, we talk it. From rent days to the break room. From new dreams to the pain too. We laugh hard and we break down, still we show up. That's the name now. Say what you mean what you say. Keep it bare, don't fade away. If it's real, let it sting. If it's joy, let it sing. Mosaic Union Podcast. Say it plain, say it loud. Mosaic Union Podcast. Real talk, we hold the crowd. Every voice got a reason. Every bruise got a sound. Mosaic Union Podcast. Come as you are. Right now, one week is love, next week is lost. Next week we're asking what it all costs. Black tea, cold notes, late night calls, big laughs. Then the quiet falls. We tap into faith and flaws, broken homes and second chances.
Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Tuesday.
Hey,
Hello.
what's going on?
Nothing much. How are y'all doing? How was your week, JR?
Good. It's been, well, let me be honest. It's been up and down because I always say good, but let's just be honest. It's been up and down, but when you can make it to another day, it ain't too much you can complain about. That's how I feel, you know.
Yeah. Facts. What about you, Aaliyah?
I had a little bit of a rough start to the week. But I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna keep myself motivated. I gotta get that check at the end of the day. So no matter what obstacles I got, I know I gotta keep pushing through. So I may be a bitch today, but I'm gonna try and be bubbly tomorrow. Y'all bear with me. I apologize.
Hey, one day at a time, one day at a time. Bama, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Like I said, I went to Texas. Spent the weekend there for Tiffany's birthday. That was cool. Her family was super welcoming. Everything. Only thing I didn't like was the delayed flight, but they got me in a room in Houston, so I was cool with that. I would have been pissed if I had to stay in the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, traveling can be stressful sometimes. Well, that's what's up. Welcome in, Jelly Beans. I see you. Hey, Sunflower, Goldie.
Hey,
Welcome
everybody.
in, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us for season 2, episode 9 of the Mosaic Union podcast. Um, Following up on some of the hot topics we had last week, what updates do you guys have on Mr. Nolan Wells?
He had his funeral this week, which it was sad, heartbreaking. I really felt for his parents. His dad was visibly shaking. I commend his mother for standing there and being the strong mother, but you could see her rubbing her belly and going through those labor pains that a mother does. And to be missing her baby, I can't imagine the type of pain that they're going through, especially to be in such a global eye, not just a public eye, but everybody's looking at them and trying to see what the outcome of this situation is going to be. They're on my heart heavy and my prayers heavy because, he's a Black young man. The cards are set against him in this particular situation. So I'm praying that that justice will be served, that they will find out exactly what happened to this baby and hold anybody who's responsible for what happened to him, hold them accountable.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You said baby. You feel like, when you turn 18, you grown, you're a whole adult or whatever. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like in all reality, that's a baby. Um,
Yeah.
and he didn't deserve, everything that happened to him. So yeah, I think what I saw, that Nancy Grace is involved, and so
Mhm.
I feel like justice will be served maybe sooner, because that representation matters, right? And having the
Yeah.
right people, that put a spotlight on, stories like that,
Right.
and help, keep them from being brushed under the rug. What do y'all think about that, Jr. and Bama?
Man, for me, we can talk about the family and what they're going through, and I respect what you said, Aaliyah. And
Mhm.
is but what's sad to me is the internet craze of it. Like, you got a lot of people putting out misinformation about what happened to them and false
Mhm.
reports. And to me, it's a sad world to live in when you got people doing that for a
Yep.
kid that either got killed or died. How we don't know all the ins and outs of it yet, but for you to be putting out fake stories about what happened, and then also I've been seeing she's been getting a lot of hate mail and things of that nature, saying it's good that your son died and all that. It's like it's a crazy world, man.
A lot of evil in this world.
Man,
Yeah, none of that is necessary. I don't understand why sending her hate mail, is a factor, or why they think that that's, productive. Like I just, but hate has no borders, right? So,
Right.
I feel like that's why we have this responsibility to spread more love. But it's like you got all these people that are out here deliberately on purpose being hateful. There's really nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Um, Bama, did you have any updates or input on that story about Nolan Wells?
Um, yeah, just like you said, I saw that Nancy Grace was part of it now, and if you know Nancy Grace, you know somebody's going to jail when she get involved. Like your ass going to jail. I don't know how she do it, but she be getting her ass in jail. And is she some type of attorney or what? Like, or she just a reporter? I don't
Just a
know.
reporter. A
She was a
badass
Your
reporter.
ass going
victim,
to jail.
then became a reporter. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I saw she was speaking to the what's the damn man? She was trying to get the toxicology report and everything, and she was speaking to the man, and she was telling him how she saw the body. The body was laying down flat on the on the shore or whatever with his face down, but she didn't see like any trauma or anything. She didn't see any bruises because he was face down. She couldn't tell that if it was like a gunshot or stabbing or anything, so it leads her to think that he was drowned. And then the guy, he was basically trying to insinuate that it could have been drug related.
Oh, come on.
So he was all like, because she was all like, if he's in the water, he's gonna have like fluid on his lungs or whatever. Can't you test the fluid or whatever? And then the guy was all like, well, you can test the fluid, but that fluid can still come back as if the same person was doing drugs or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then so like she said that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, first of all, these people leave him out there on the boat by himself and just automatically come home. His phone messages was deleted. So like, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't find this suspicious or anything like that. So like,
Right.
yeah, she's already getting the pot stirred, and I love it. But yeah, that's all I got for that.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Let me check the chat real quick. I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Um, Welcome back, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so another follow up from last week. Did y'all hear about Saucy Santana and the streaming university drama?
Yes, baby. It was so drama for no reason. Drama. Bama, you had highlighted some stuff I hadn't heard about, saying that he was there for Raheem, or who was it?
No,
That's saucy.
wardrobe. He was
Wardrobe,
there for
right?
wardrobe. So wardrobe. Salsa Santana has been kind of like a mentor to Wardrobe on TikTok or whatever, and he have bought him certain things and stuff like for gifts and stuff. But when he got accepted to Streamer University, apparently there have been some drama on campus. People have been breaking into people's room and stealing all of their things and everything. Wardrobe was one of those people. So Lizzo, I guess, was in contact with Saucy,
Mm.
and she brought Saucy there to surprise Wardrobe. And then Saucy ended up getting kicked out because it was you wasn't supposed to have anybody over there or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. I feel like he was trying to be there to support the Wardrobe and get him things that he lost from people stealing it. That's my thought. But yeah, obviously, don't show up where you're not invited. I guess that's the
No,
Yeah.
no. For what I heard, Kai's team had already told Saucy's team that he wasn't supposed to be up there anyway. I understand wanting to support somebody you care about, especially underneath those circumstances,
Right.
but you got to do what's right. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, you ain't got no clearance to be up in that building.
No
Now
clear.
you gonna
Come
have
on.
to support from the curb, okay?
Yes.
Curbside assistance, boo boo. I guess. Okay, so I know we mentioned Jay-Z last week, but did y'all hear about the fandom? That's what you can call it. I don't want to, mislabel somebody, but a 63-year-old man crashed through their security gates. Why? I don't know. But what's y'all's take on that? And crazy ass fans.
Before we get into that one, Jelly Bean said I have to Google that topic. I don't know who they're talking about. Basically, Saucy Santana, he is a rapper. He rose to fame being a rapper and a makeup artist for the City Girls. Um, and the girl that has the hot topic, I mean, the hottest song right now in the summer. He was her makeup artist starting out, and then he become a famous rapper. And now they're all on TikTok, basically. So they're TikTok people. Wardrobe, Saucy Santana, and obviously Lizzo is a singer slash rapper.
Right.
But yeah, that's what we're talking about. Uh, yeah.
Now you know who to research. Okay, if y'all need me to repeat that, I can.
yeah, sorry.
No,
No,
I'm
talking
just
about
saying.
Jay Z and the fan. JR, you were elaborating on that earlier.
um,
You got
Yeah,
to fill me in.
yeah, so the 63-year-old guy crashed into their home, their security gate at their home,
Uh huh.
being a crazed like fan of them from what I've seen. And that's the thing, like I say, is we was kind of talking about this last week. Idol worship. People looking at these stars and looking at them like they larger than life when all they are just regular humans that just good at what they do. And I think we gotta separate the two. Separate somebody being good at what they do and then treating them like they're not human. It's a
Hmm.
fine line right there.
True.
But my
So
question is, if they're that fanned out, why would they crash into their place? Like,
those are the questions
just
that need answers. Because what the hell is going on? Wow, what were they
right,
doing?
just stand out there and take a picture. You want to crash into that motherfucker?
Like, why was this a unaliving attempt? What was the purpose? Was you sacrificing yourself to be in their presence? I'm confused why you rammed a vehicle into the goddamn gate, bruh.
Right.
Like, that's just confusing to me. And I laughed, JR, because you said larger than life or something like that. And I was like, it made me think of Backstreet Boys and how we used to idolize them and NSYNC or whatever. But it's like, we got to grow out of that phase. And at 63, I'm gonna need you to find something else to do.
Yeah, you way
You
too
took way
big and
too
too
long.
old for that.
Yes, you are in the sunset of your life, crashing through gates, baby. It just ain't that serious. Please go somewhere and sit down.
That's all. That's all. Okay, so what I have a random question. Uh I guess it's not really necessarily random, but Before we get into today's topic, I want to know, in y'all's perspective, opinion, what is the difference between, or the difference from being alone versus being lonely? Is there a
Mm.
difference to you? Can you explain?
I think there is a difference. My mom always said that statement to me actually, because she was not like, you can be in a crowded room and still feel lonely, but you're not alone. Uh, so you can be in someone's presence, but not feeling their presence. Um, I I personally would rather be alone than actually be lonely in a crowded room because like what's the point? Like I can be lonely by myself. Like and
Hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
alone right now, but I don't feel lonely because I have other things that distract me. I have y'all to keep me around people, even though y'all not physically here. We're here virtually. So
Right.
yeah, I definitely don't feel lonely at all, even though I'm alone.
Yeah.
What you think, Jr.?
I think he said that, eloquently. um, you know, I would say, just to add to that though, I would say that a lot of, especially now, a lot of people are lonely because we think that we can exchange, internet socializing for real socializing, and
Mm.
it's never gonna be equal. Like real socializing, it's we need that as human beings, and I think a lot of people feel that weight at some point when they're not getting out there and taking that step to socialize.
True. I think that's why a lot of people struggle during COVID because, a lot of people don't like to be sick and shut in. What's your take on that, Aaliyah?
I agree with what all three of y'all has said. There's so many aspects to it, but there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. I can definitely relate on that front and also relate to both sides. I can usually go out. It's not just being introverted, it's being other than. So I will usually feel lonely in a room because not just because I'm fitting in, but because I have such a difference with people. So I'm always trying to relate to something. At the same time, because I don't socialize like I do, and I do socialize mostly on the internet, it does kind of make you antisocial. So you got to learn how to get back out there and be yourself and be free. So yeah, I agree with all three of y'all, especially the COVID part. That messed a whole generation of kids up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Man,
So why do y'all think that people feel more comfortable doing it behind closed door? Is it because the world is so crazy now? It's safer to communicate through the internet versus being out there. Don't have to worry about somebody shooting up the place or just some crazy shit going on. I think that's the
Yeah.
reason
That's
why.
part of it.
And people are just glued to their phones nowadays too. So like
That too.
it's making it more convenient.
I've learned people don't really know how to talk to each other, communicate anymore. But I feel like that's what we were talking about one day. Aaliyah was talking about parasocial relationships. People, it may be easier for some people depending on their personality, right? And their demons. They may not want to be around a lot of people. They
Mhm.
may have all these, self conscious issues, things that they're worried about, anxieties, thinking everybody's watching them when no one really gives a shit. It's like, people are going through their own things, right? And so you never know what somebody's perception is. But I feel like people have their expectations. Society has their expectations. But it's like, you know what? What is your way of communicating? Like, do you know your love language? Like,
Mhm.
why are we so? I'm understanding for me. I don't really care for people. People are fake. People can be not intentional, not transparent. And so I don't like to fool with too many people. But
Mhm.
I'm also intuitive. I pick up on things that people try to hide. And that's why people don't like me because they're probably trying to hide something that they're not comfortable with, or, want you to perceive them in a way that they're not, because they're not comfortable being who they really are. And so yeah, I do my best to avoid people at all costs, just because it's energy, it's a vibe. One bad apple can spoil the whole bunch, and I feel like one negative attitude or one janky perspective would throw everybody off course, right? So I don't
Mhm.
know. I That's just for me speaking. Like, people are weird, and I know I'm weird, right? But people are strange. Like, just like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to show your love for a celebrity, but you gonna ram your car into their gate. Like, that's weird.
Okay.
And so that's beyond weird. That's something that's deeper, and people don't want to focus on mental health. People don't want to focus on being transparent and the reality of situations. They will ignore things and sweep things under the rug, and then wonder why, the shit hits the fan and everybody's confused, because y'all ain't really doing nothing about the things that are going on. You just pretending, faking the phone, and you want everybody else to fake the phone. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's just for me.
Yeah, real talk.
um I guess that brings another question, like, for dating in 2026, like, would you date yourself? Would you date you?
Yeah, I would, for the peace of mind that I know I can provide. I know that I'm peaceful by myself. That's why I, don't rush into relationships. Haven't been in one in a long time because I have peace of mind by myself. Granted, I love to be a comfort to my partner. I love to be supportive of my partner for all the work that I've done over the years to be a better woman from the last relationship into now. You got to do the work to make those necessary changes, to be aware of your flaws, where you can improve. I'm going into the next relationship knowing that I can have an attitude, I can hear it in my tone, I can address it. It's not just about me anymore, it's about me and this other person that I'm choosing to share my life with. So, balance.
Yeah.
I'm going into the next one being equally yoked. That's what I desire.
Understand that. Yeah. And I think that's safe to say too, that it's okay if you would say no, or that I don't want to be
Hmm.
bothered. I'm learning to respect people for their decisions, for their choices, right? Being single is a different level of strength, and being able to prioritize yourself and, be able to, put yourself on that pedestal. I don't see anything wrong with that. So I think that's safe to say for people too. It's okay to not cave in to what society or what other people would expect you to be or have. Don't settle, and if you ain't equally yoked, it's definitely off track, right? So, I think that's each person's opinion, right? What do you think, Bama?
I would say old me. I would date me. Uh, because I feel like, yeah, old me, because I feel like old me. I feel like I had my head straight. Um, but after trauma in relationships, I wouldn't date me now,
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't healed yet.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get that healing, then I'll give it a shot at myself. But right now, completely honest, no, I wouldn't date me.
I respect that. I do. That's honest.
Now that's a real
Facts.
respectable answer, because most people would just say yeah just because it's they self. But for you to even recognize that, that's the biggest step right there.
Okay.
You probably been learning that. 'Cause I know you've been doing therapy, but that's the biggest step. For me, I would, you know, because I just like me as a person, I come with love. Like I come with a certain level of positivity that can help my partner. And I got, a perfect example of that with my partner now. Like she was going through a lot and I was able to lift her up, and get her in a good mind state, So like knowing the type of person that I am, that I would definitely date myself, the female version of myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sausages, one. No, I'm just playing.
Stop.
I used to love that movie, Low Down Dirty Shame. What's
Hmm.
y'all's favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Dang, there's so many of them. But dang, okay, what's my favorite comedy? To this day, it has to be Nutty Professor. That one cracks me up.
Oh,
I
that's
will
cool.
always
Yeah,
love the Nutty Professor.
yeah. That one in life is like my two.
Yeah, that's a good one
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I love life. You want to
yeah.
eat your
But just my
cornbread?
favorite movie though. Have y'all seen Inception? That's like my favorite movie.
Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, that's my favorite
Yes,
movie.
that's a
It's been a
badass
while.
movie.
I need to rewatch that. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that was random, but it just kind of like took me there for a second. I was
Yeah,
like,
no, that's
hey, let me check the chat real quick. Okay, so
If you know me, you already know what my favorite movie is. Shit.
the color
You ain't
purple.
even gotta
Oh my
Look,
god.
yeah,
Okay.
that's my favorite movie. I don't know why, but yeah, I love that
it's a
movie.
good
But
movie.
my favorite comedy has to be "Don't Be a Menace."
Oh
Oh, that's a
yeah,
good
that's
one
up there
too.
for me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Mr. Wilson. Or you talking about don't be a menace to society.
Society while drinking juice in the
Yeah,
hood. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my shit. Yeah, that's my shit.
Because you didn't say it all the way. I was like, hold on.
yeah.
I know which one you're talking
Well,
about.
the
The
other one's
urban.
is menace to society. That
Right.
one's don't be a menace to society.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm having to scroll back up. Okay, so Jelly Bean said I can easily be alone in a crowd. Amen. Um,
Oh.
then Goldie said to me alone means nobody is around and lonely means there's people around, but you still feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I can feel
Absolutely.
lonely when I'm alone as well as when around people, said Jelly Beans. She also said I'm not a fan, I'm not a huge fan of people, but I do feel lonely often. And she said, I wouldn't date myself even if you paid me. God
Girl,
damn.
please.
I love the self awareness.
Okay. I love a self-aware human being, okay? Because then you transparent. We good. We gonna do some great things together. She said, thanks, Goldie. And Goldie said, if life is kicking my ass, that's when I feel the loneliest. Mm. Woo.
Okay,
Woo.
that
That's
was a good
real.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
She said I would date me. And Jelly Bean said, none of y'all have seen my favorite movie, but I've watched it 1,000 times. How you know? How you know?
Right. What is your favorite movie?
You know I'm an old soul. Ain't no telling. Um, and then Jelly Bean said, what's your favorite movie, Goldie?
Look, y'all. All right, before y'all think I got Tourette's and shit over here. Yeah, see
What
that
you dodging?
that fucking moth. I was taking my
A
trash
moth?
out earlier, and the moth came in my door, like behind me. And I've been trying to fight that motherfucker and trying not to look crazy on this camera. But this motherfucker just laid it on my
This
shirt.
is
Y'all saw that, right? Like,
As
Put
soon as
the
you said
cuffs
it, I
up,
seen
because
it
he
fly
working
by
my
on your
nerves.
face.
yeah. So I thought y'all was gonna think I got Tourette's and shit. Like, I had to go ahead and address the elephant in the.
Stupid.
You dodging moths. Lord Jesus, fix
You
it.
see how it keep coming at me? Like,
I hope it kisses your eyeball since you over there
Ooh,
dodging it.
not that.
no, I gotta kill it.
You think it's gonna tear your ass up before you do that. You gonna fall out that chair on live television. I'm gonna laugh. I was gonna laugh. Anywho. Well, today's topic is setting boundaries
I
without
always got
feeling
some shit
guilty.
going on.
Bama's over there setting boundaries with this moth, but is he gonna win? I don't
Okay.
know. My bad.
And
Oh,
you know they're
okay.
attracted to light. I got these bright lights on my ass right now too.
All
That's
of
why
the
I keep flying over here
lights.
by me.
All right, I have a question for the people. Can someone love you and still dislike your boundaries?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know about that. Well, you said dislike your boundaries?
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I don't know. No, no, because if I have certain boundaries and you're not willing to respect them, um, that's kind of a red flag for me. Especially it depends,
But
unless it's
what if
just
they
like a
can?
ridiculous boundary, you
What if they
know.
can respect it but don't like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just that doesn't it doesn't rub the right way with me if you can't respect certain boundaries of mine. If you're willing to cross the line because you dislike whatever boundaries I've set, then why are we together if
Okay,
you even
so
want to cross those boundaries?
okay, not to interrupt, but the question was, can
Uh-huh.
someone love you and still dislike your boundaries? So it's not necessarily
And
about
still
respect,
dislike.
respect,
I
I
mean,
guess.
I don't know.
Right.
That's what's confusing to me. I don't know if somebody can love you and dislike your boundaries.
I
I mean,
Um,
to each his own. There's no right or wrong answer, to be honest, because I mean, they're your boundaries, right? So if somebody
right.
dislikes them, either way, whether you dislike them or not, you gonna respect them, or are you gonna
Hmm.
try to, are you gonna push them? You know, that's
yeah
the type of people you deal with, right?
Right.
yeah. I think somebody can because look, I don't like my feet. I don't like feet touch. So that's one of my boundaries. Don't touch my feet. So you can still love me without touching my feet.
I just have a
I'm
visual
just
of you
saying.
kicking this girl in the forehead if she tried to ever touch you.
Right? It's like, what do you
I'm
do?
saying just
Like,
acting
you
a fool.
scratch, you kick, like, why?
Look, let's say nobody has ever found that out, and I hope they don't, because I don't even know what I'll
Oh,
do.
No, you
Jesus.
need to establish that boundary. Don't touch my feet. You're
Exactly.
gonna get hurt.
I do. I do. That's why, and they
Okay.
respect it, and yeah. So we can still do what we do. Just see, watch my feet.
I
What
guess
you
you
do?
really ain't gotta love somebody to really, like or dislike their boundaries, right? You
Yeah.
either like or
Right.
dislike that person. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can love somebody, but still respect that they have this boundary.
Yeah. What you think, Jr.?
Yeah, I think the same thing. Like you can love somebody, like it, but it depends on how important doing that thing that they got that boundary up for is. That would just depend on the situation. Because maybe that boundary is something that they really like to do, but you saying nah, nah. You know what I mean? So I think it just depends on the situation.
True. That leads me to my next question. What's the difference between boundaries and walls? I don't know why I said it
Boundaries and
like that,
walls.
but
Ah,
all walls.
ah,
Walls.
All right, because
ah.
it definitely
Yeah.
I picture something totally different in my
I,
head.
no, please, Bama. God, no.
Ah, you stupid.
Something wrong with you. I'm telling you, especially.
Mentally disturbed. Upstairs,
Yes.
okay?
I told you I bring my daddy shit.
Fix it, Jesus.
Well, I, for me, wall is permanence. Boundary is the warning before the permanence. If you keep crossing the boundary, you build a wall up to say, okay, you've gone too far, you crossed the line.
Right.
Um, yeah, no, that's what defines it for me. Yeah, wall is definitely something permanent. You do not cross go. I mean, do not pass go or anything like that. Boundary is me setting a limitation. This is where I'm willing to take it.
Um,
You go any further,
gotcha.
and I'm gonna put a wall up because you're traumatizing me at this point.
Block it.
Blah.
So, so your boundary would be stinking people, and
No, that is a wall.
the,
A wall. 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 Wall.
Brick by
No.
brick.
Yes, thank you. I want barbed wire. I need turrets up on the wall.
Said picket fence and a barbed wire.
Yeah, no.
Oh
You
my
come over this
goodness.
wall, it's gonna be the last wall you cross. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
so
so
my feet would be my wall then, or would
Yes.
it be a boundary?
Well, you set a boundary telling them initially, yes, I don't like my feet being touched once they start touching your feet. well, then they get kicked in the face, and that is the wall.
Makes
Just
sense.
say
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me check real quick. Jelly Bean said that um okay, so she Jelly Beans asked, "What's your favorite movie, Goldie?" And then she said The Goonies. And then
oh,
Goldie
that's a good one.
said, Cool Runnings is my favorite movie. Jelly Bean
That's a good
said,
one too.
Goldie, feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Get on up. It's bobsled time. I don't know
Okay.
what what part of the movie that is. I probably said it wrong, but y'all understand. And then
Yes.
she said, ha ha ha, cool runnings, something like that. Then Jelly Bean said, yes, someone can love you and not like your boundaries on 100%. And then Goldie said, ha 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 ha, emoji times three. And then Jelly Bean said, boundaries is that was just a fly, not a moth. Boundaries is some hurdles to get through the
Shade.
door. A wall is a closed and locked door. I had to move. There was a big old heart covering the word. And then Jelly Beans got footprints in the sand, I guess, child.
Oh, the feet.
Wait,
The
so
feet.
The
quick
feet.
question. Can y'all see like the comments that I'm putting on the screen? Like they typing it. I just
Yes.
realized I can post it. Y'all can see that when I do
Not
that?
on our screen. I see it on the YouTube screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Just making sure.
Look, I'm trying, Sunflower. I'm trying, boo boo. Now I got to go find this movie and stay up and watch it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what are examples of emotional, physical, financial, and digital boundaries?
You said emotional, physical, and digital. Emotional boundaries for me is telling me I'm too sensitive. I mean, I can be sensitive in certain situations, but I actually have trauma behind being told I'm too sensitive when people were trying to gaslight me before I became a psychology major and figured out these people were just assholes. Physical boundaries, um, think, yeah, bad hygiene, um,
Throw on
and
funky fans.
digital, yeah, digital boundaries, um, cheating online. That be it for me. Cheating. I mean, I understand flirting. There's some baddies out there, but cheating, that's where I cross the line.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. What do y'all think, Bama?
um, sorry.
Do you want me to
I
ask
got
the question
distracted.
again?
Yeah, I got distracted because I was thinking, I was like, Aaliyah said she studied psychology.
Hmm.
JR studied psychology.
Hmm.
My minor was psychology.
Hmm.
Tab, did you study psychology too? Like, dang.
She's a Cancer.
Yeah, I kind of it's in me a little bit. No, I studied a lot of things, but I loved anatomy and physiology, but
Yeah,
not. I wanted
me
like
too.
after therapy and all of that. I kind of learned a lot of like cognitive. Like I took cognitive therapy, and I kind of picked their brains a little bit. So a little bit,
Gotcha.
you know.
Gotcha.
But
Right. But yeah, what was that question again? My bad.
the question was, what are examples of emotional, physical, financial, and digital boundaries? You don't have to discuss all of them, but like if you have an example, one of the four, do tell.
You already know what the physical one is, the toe jams. And don't put your toe jams on me.
Not the corn feet. Okay.
No, I'm not a
Bunions.
feet. Yeah, I'm not a feet person at all. Like, you can put any other body part close to me, but not them toe jams. Leave them dogs on the floor.
Not dogs. Okay.
And I would say digital, like I talk about digital, privacy, and I think a lot of times that gets broken in a lot of relationships, stepping in and, going through somebody's phone and stuff like that. I can't be in a relationship like that. where
Yeah.
it's that invasive. You know what I'm saying, on the privacy level. So yeah, I
Yeah, I
would
think
definitely
that's
say
out of
that's
line.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess digital nowadays, I guess back in the day, your diary or whatever, still, some people still journal or write. But how would you feel about like a diary, or have you ever read your partner's diary? Or I know, JR, you probably just answered that question or whatever, but that's an invasion of privacy. Like, I don't understand why people, feel the need to do that, because 9 times out of 10, you go looking for something, you gonna find
Mhm.
it.
Every time. Every time. That's why I went through my ex's phone.
Oh,
Hey, he
I'm
going
glad
to,
this is
he
recorded.
got a battle over there. We over here trying to find. He got a whole fight going on.
Okay, it's a war. God damn it!
That's the real episode. We need to see who's gonna win this fight.
all right. We back. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Oh my God, I'm taking the chat while you over there fighting for your life. Uh, Jelly Bean said, laughing my ass off. And then Goldie said, Tabby actually said it right, LOL. Then she said, yes, we can see it. She said, the feet are for Bam. Jelly Bean said, the footprints in the sand is for you. Footprints in the bed. Then she said, have any of you seen the Goonies? LOL. And then Goldie said, my financial boundary is we got food at the house.
Okay. Thank you. You got McDonald's money.
And dude, shit. And look,
Okay.
I'll make you some goddamn chicken nuggets. I'm gonna fry up these motherfucking chicken tenders. Now shut your face. Same thing, real
Okay.
chicken, goddamn it.
Oh,
Say something smart, goddamn it.
I ain't saying
Say
nothing.
it
I
again.
just want to get fed.
Go to bed hungry then.
Yeah.
And y'all know my kids is not starving.
Oh.
Oh my God, that leads me to the last question. Look at God. Goldie, how do you teach your children healthy boundaries?
And that's a hard thing. Like, I just talk from my experience. My son is hard headed, and I'm learning a lot from him. Like what I've learned, like he's a Libra, and I looked
Mm,
up Libras, and they just are like that. Like they are very strong headed. They think they know it all, and
yes.
it's gonna be hard to get him on track on certain things and learning certain boundaries. But you know, that's the challenge that I got to take on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance. Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to say. You gotta learn your kid. Like you gotta really take that time out to understand them, so you won't, um, like damage their mental. Like if like me knowing that he's a little hard, I gotta give him a little leeway on certain things because I know that he's trying to figure it out on his own because he is so strong headed, but he's very smart. So I have to be careful on how I approach certain things with them. So I think that's a big thing.
Hmm.
When you teaching them things, you have to learn them too. You gotta learn with them.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because not only you got to learn yourself, but when you have a miniature and right in front of you, a whole mirror, you definitely have to learn them. And I want shout out to my friend Christine. She taught me how to do the gemstones and everything on the teeth. First black hygienist I got to work with, but she told me, and I don't know if it was a quote or something somebody gave her, but she had three daughters and a set of twins, right?
Mhm.
And it said you have to learn to teach with love and with logic. And so I have to remember. Sometimes I have to place myself literally in my kids' shoes and remember what it was like for me when I was that age, right? Or put myself in their shoes and understand their perspective. Like for instance, this whole situation that y'all may be aware about as far as the incident on the way to the beach. In Eric's eyes, you know what he said? The
Mm.
circles was fun. The spinning was fun. And I'm like, for you? I'm putting this in your perspective and your point of view. You're a 4-year-old. Of
Right.
course, you sitting here chilling. You shooting the shit. You got your blanket. You comfortable. You don't realize what the fuck is going on. Why are we
Right.
stopping? First of all, why you doing all this? But why are we stopping? And why we ain't going to the beach?
Right.
And then you see the other perspective of Emmy, and then it triggers me, right? Because I
Yeah.
have flashbacks and I'm remembering all of these accidents that I've had, right? So I'm
Mhm.
seeing her go through what I went through like nothing.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like it's very visible to me, right? Because I've seen it before, but
Yeah.
I had to remember this is still a child. She's not going to perceive these things. She doesn't have my vision. She doesn't feel what I'm feeling in this moment. Yes, this is my child. I know who she is and what she's going through, what she needs right now.
Mhm.
But that's something that's out of my control. Nothing I could do about it. And so leveling with them and remembering to teach and love and have logic and be logical about life. I can't be oblivious, and we've worked hard with not shielding our kids from everything, because you're not going to be able to protect them from everything, but you're not going to be able to teach them everything, but you can try your best, right? And
Mhm.
so knowing that, hey, life is life, there's things that's going to happen that you have no control over, and how you react and how you respond to them is also a factor. But recognizing that your kids are dealing with the same things that you had to deal with, that's going to affect them for the rest of their lives. It's Might as well take that wisdom and that knowledge and use it as power, turn that pain into gold,
Mhm.
and
I like.
be patient, right? So that's all it is at the end of the day. And so my kids are my constant reminder of that, because they are my mirror, right? They are my mini me's. But they're going through their own thing. This is their life, this is their story, and I can only, teach them so much or prevent or protect them so much, right? So I think
We're
that's
not
the
live. We're
hard
not
thing.
live. We're not live.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
You are? Am I still
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all keep going. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I apologize.
False alarm, false alarm.
Um, sorry. Don't pick me up. Sorry.
I was wondering what was going on with you.
Sorry. I'll talk about it after the stream. Y'all carry on. Yeah.
I'm done anyway, though.
And we just don't blame
Look,
Riverside, man. It's Riverside.
that was that was a weird way to tell time to hush.
No, I was not telling her to hush. I got a phone call and my shit ended. Doug, don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that. I was all up in your story. Okay.
But I will say you're super clear right now. It's not grainy.
Yeah.
I
So
see them juicy lips, baby.
maybe you're not showing up in the stream. Are you showing up on the YouTube stream? Because I'm not
Yes.
watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She's on there, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Sick
Jelly beans
lips.
laughing.
Woo.
Hey,
but
the panic was real too.
I did it.
right,
I was
she's
like,
like, stop the press, stop the
stop the
press.
press. We gotta start the live.
Cut,
I
I was
ruined
motherfucker.
it.
all
I
like,
ruined everything. I'm sorry.
I was, I was all like, what happened?
I just knew I ruined it.
No,
All of
I'm
the
just saying,
uploading
you
and
if you
everything.
are
I was like,
eager
oh
to
my
get the
God.
stroke therapy and the funky
I
ass
broke.
fans, let's get to it.
I
Look, I
broke.
thought she was ready to go to bed. Like, she's like, no,
No. I mean, I am
it's
ready to
time to
go to
go.
bed. I'm rubbing my feet as we speak, but still.
But Tab, I don't know if everybody what you was referring to when you're saying on the way to the beach.
Yeah.
But I'll just say that we was all supposed to have like a meetup at Tiffany's birthday at the beach. That's what she's referring to, and and the function event took place, and she was not able to make it. That's what she's referring to. If y'all don't
Yeah. I was checking the live. Hey, Tiffany.
know.
The little chat or whatever. So she said, Tiffany, hope you had a great birthday. And Tiffany said, how's everybody doing? Tiffany said she's doing
Yeah.
well. First day back at work. Work was rough. Ooh, I bet it was. Um, she said, yes, you are live in
No,
capital
who
letters.
said that? I bet that
Jelly
was Jelly.
beans.
I bet it was.
She said, no, same job, just getting back into a routine. And then Jelly Beans put the emoji and then Aaliyah's face. I mean, Aaliyah's name. She's laughing basically. And then Goldie said the panic was real, LOL. And Tiffany said didn't get much sleep. Jelly Bean said, oh,
Oh,
that's hard after a few days off. And Tiffany said, yeah, the heat is taking her out. Not taking you out, girl.
poor baby.
Jelly Bean said, have another sip, Aaliyah. Everybody, let's put your cups up. Aaliyah definitely need a drink. Chug it, chug it.
Yeah, let me get to
Woo.
it.
Speaking of Drake, man, so Tiffany had this moonshine at her party.
Ooh.
It tasted like a strawberry shake. That shit was so damn
Ooh.
good.
Damn.
But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I got back to my hotel,
Uh-huh.
Gone.
my stomach was hurting. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Got the
Blue,
bubble
blue, blue.
guts.
yeah.
Them hurt
I
the
said
bubble
like,
guts.
wait, did I really have moonshine or did I have some ice cream? Because something ain't right. Like, yeah, but
I
it
would
yeah,
not
it
trust
was
no
good.
cream in a jar. Ugh.
Yeah, it was good though. The flavor was really good.
Yeah, it was just you lactose intolerant. You know it gets worse as you get older, right?
And
Got the bubble
I
guts.
caught that two tab while you did that.
Guys,
The
I don't know
cream.
why some things I say is just like my daughter says, inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
I wasn't I wasn't even gonna make a comment. I was gonna let you slide on that one.
Thanks.
Hey, Goldie said, "What is
Don't
everybody
slide on that
drinking?" Goldie said, "What is everybody drinking?" I got beer in my cup.
White
one.
claw.
I got some Mikanto. This tequila I was gonna be sipping
Ooh,
on at the
tequila. I
beach.
love tequila. Yes.
Girl, yeah, it was at the maze. I'm gonna get you one. And so that's what I have
God.
here.
Don Julio
Um,
act the folio.
don't you know? And then I have my, my rose, my hibiscus rose with my Bellini, peach
Ooh, that
Bellini.
sounds delicious. It looks
Oh,
beautiful too.
and Tiffany, I didn't get the his. Damn, I was about to fuck up that word. Hibiscus tea. You said your mom was making. I never. I still didn't taste it. Too busy drinking
It's
alcohol.
delicious.
Hmm.
Ooh, excuse me. Mm.
So yeah, I'm better now that I'm here with y'all, but the last few days have been shitty and I don't want to
Mhm.
sound ungrateful. So I'm just like, I'm just going to be quiet. But
No,
I appreciate
you
y'all.
are entitled. You're entitled to have your feelings and
Yeah,
uh,
especially with what
all
you
that.
just went through. You know, you're
Yeah,
still grateful, but you're definitely
get
hurt
that
right
shit off
now.
your chest. Get it
Yeah.
off your chest. See?
Yeah. I'm mad. I'm frustrated because I feel like every time I try to do something for myself, for my kids, there's something that pops up. Every time an opportunity comes up for me, especially in the past couple of years, I have to pass up on it. Um, my hair is falling out. I have alopecia, thanks genetics, right? So yeah, there's this bald spot. I don't know. Sometimes y'all can see it, sometimes you can't. But thank God
Mhm.
for thick hair, right? While I have it. So yeah, I've been dealing with that. Recovering from a ruptured eardrum. Then, so on the way to the beach, um, I noticed a vehicle, slowly approaching. So, I'm on cruise control because, I'm cruising, bitch. I'm ready to go. It's a road trip. But I get off of cruise control because I'm like, I told y'all, I don't trust people. I have trust issues. Okay. And I saw along the way there was a baby turtle in the road, and I straddled it. Down the way, I see another turtle, but it's upside down. And I was like, mind the business that pays you. There's really nowhere for you to turn around or stop and flip the damn turtle over. Turtle might be dead and gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep driving. Eric asked to, watch the movie or whatever. So all my music was off. Emmy's minding her business, watching her phone. Amani's asleep. But anyway, I see this U-Haul coming up on the right side to make a left turn. For whatever reason, he decided to keep going. And so I swerve. I decided not to honk because it's safer to have both of your hands on the wheel at all times. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and it's crazy because I'm sick of it flashing in my head, but I know this is what I'm gonna deal with forever, right? But anyway, like I said, I don't trust people. So I see him approaching, he stops, but for whatever reason, when I'm swerving, he floors it and he T-bones me. To make a left turn on, he hits me on my right side. I'm going southbound on this road,
Mm-hmm.
and he's over here on my right side. Why are you trying to make a left turn? This is a one-way road.
He was trying to pass you
You thought you could beat me or you never saw me. Whatever the
in a
fuck you was
U-Haul
thinking.
of all things.
You're in a vehicle way bigger than my van. I
Yep.
don't know what the fuck you hauling, what you're on, or what you're doing. But even I know at the ripe age of 38, I've never caused any accident. But for some reason, the devil's trying to take me out in a motherfucking vehicle because this is the sixth accident
Mm-hmm.
that I've been in. But the first one was my kids. So it was a weekend of first. It was supposed to be the youngest two, their first trip to the beach. Instead,
Mm-hmm.
it's their first accident that they survived.
Right.
So basically, I get hit on this side. His right side of his vehicle, because he's making a left turn, hits my van on Emmy's side.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the front seat. So when you hit me, we zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to control the vehicle, keep us from flipping over into a ditch. I'm seeing the ditches as we're zigzagging.
Mm-hmm.
And so Emmy's screaming because she's a Pisces. She's emotional. She's sensitive.
Yeah.
She don't know what the fuck's going on. That's always been one of her fears. But again, she was laying her head on the window that just got hit by a U-Haul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And luckily the shield was up where Amani was sitting, the shade shield,
Mm-hmm.
even though she still got glass in her shoes. Eric somehow got bruised. I guess because Imani flew on him. I have no idea. I wasn't back there.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is while I'm trying to control the vehicle, I see fucking airbags flying off. Emmy screaming. The goddamn Transformers is playing on the goddamn DVD. And I'm sitting here feeling alone, looking friendly with my kids. I'm glad. I know that they're alive because I hear Emmy screaming.
Mm-hmm.
But when does it end? That was the worst 3 seconds of my life.
Right. The longest 3 seconds of your life too, because you can remember it in vivid detail.
And so it's like, I mean, the devil should be fucking tired because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really don't understand. I'm starting to be even more confused than I was. Um, I work hard to have the things that I have. I've been busting my ass since I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I'm tired. I really
You
don't
have
know what else
every
to say.
right
I'm
to
glad
be.
my babies are here. But
Yeah.
now we're having to deal with all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
All this other, just too much.
Yeah.
You snatch up, of summer vacation, something I work hard for. And I feel like it's like no matter what I do, it's just like, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm over it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
confused. Um, I know everything's gonna be okay, but it's an inconvenience. Tiffany's mama said it best.
Yeah.
It's just a big inconvenience because um I'd rather be doing therapy and physical therapy than planning a funeral and having to deal with that type of trauma, right? So
Right.
I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna take it one day at a time. And I'm gonna be grateful for, everything that life keeps teaching me.
Mhm.
Um, and pray that I continue to have renewed strength through all of this, and that at some point at the end of it, there's, you know, Emmy says she saw two rainbows that day and a clover. I don't know where she saw them at. I never saw them,
Mhm.
but I know that it's gonna be all right. But it just pisses me off because people do stupid shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what that person's going through. I know what I'm going through, and I didn't
Mhm.
need that shit.
Right.
Okay. But I'm gonna continue to pray for everybody that's going through things that are 10 times worse. We could have been 10 times
And
worse. So,
speaking on the rainbow and the clovers, tell them about the TikTok that you saw.
okay, so y'all, season 1, episode 9, we talked about numerology, and I watch a lot of stuff on TikTok, but when something pops up on my FYP, I pay attention to it.
Mhm.
So there was a reading, and this lady, real pretty girl, I mean, looked like a porcelain doll. And I was scrolling, I was about to do the 1 2 1 2 flip flip.
Mhm.
Because if it don't really catch your attention, you know our attention span, you ain't really fooling with it. But anyway, I see on the screen by the heart to like it, it says U-Haul rental car. Okay? Sure than shit, I watched the reading, and she discussed, you're moving, you're going on vacation. I'm seeing the beach. I'm seeing a U-Haul. I'm seeing rainbows. I'm seeing clovers. I'm seeing two rainbows and a clover. I'm seeing
What?
so many things, y'all.
Mhm.
So many things that I could not ignore. And it just explained to me that I needed rest. um, and that I guess the burdens that I've
I
been
guess the burdens that
carrying
I've been carrying
will some at
will
some
some.
point be lightened. Um, it was a lot of information that I'm still processing that came up, but it's like
Mhm.
if there's a message for you, or if something is meant for you, or if something is gonna happen to you, even me swerving out of the way, I couldn't prevent it, right? What
Right.
was gonna happen regardless. I was supposed to leave the day before you guys, not that day,
Mhm.
because I was tired. And I told Emmy, I was like, The last thing you're gonna want to happen is for me to rush us down there to the beach and I fall asleep and we have a car accident."
Mhm.
I said, "I'm not gonna put that on my conscience. I told you I'll do whatever I can to protect you, right?
Mhm.
The beach ain't going nowhere, Emmy. We have to wait."
Mhm.
It also mentioned the Wheel of Fortune. I missed an opportunity years ago to be a contestant on the Wheel of Fortune. Watched that for years with my granny. Fucking good at it.
Mhm.
I've known for a long time that the life I've been living is not the life that is meant for me. Weird as that may sound. So, with that being said, slow down, pay attention to the signs,
Mhm.
rest,
Mhm.
take care of yourself, stop picking up things that you cannot afford to carry,
Mhm.
even if that is people,
Yep.
even if that is situations. You have to prioritize yourself, you have to show self love.
Mhm.
I'm still trying to understand and process what the lesson behind this is because I know that is one.
Mhm.
There's always one. There's the signs and there's lessons. So I'm grateful to be here. Yes, I wanted to be angry, but when I felt like I was alone, I felt like God immediately put somebody there with me, right?
Mhm.
Um, this is why I say when you see something, you say something and be kind. Because there was a man that was behind me who stopped to check on me. He had his kids with
Okay.
him. He took his kids out of the vehicle. He redirected traffic.
Mhm.
I could have broke down, but I think if it wasn't for that man, I probably would have. It took so long for somebody to get there.
Mhm.
Aside from a first responder who was on his way to a fire. And I don't know what was going on in that fire, but he stopped. He said, "There's no way I'm going to pass you." But if it wasn't for them, because I was scared I was going to get hit again
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't get off the road. If I got off the road, I would be in a ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know it's a minivan, but luckily I was in a Honda. Okay. So there was something that kicked in that kept me from sliding as much. But because I was going at least 70, and he was going at least, I don't know why he floored it, 40, 50, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact it was too much. And I felt, for a second, I felt alone, but then I wasn't because somebody had enough decency and courtesy to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad the accident wasn't worse because had I panicked, the people behind me could have had an accident. It could have been a car pileup. People could have been dead.
Right.
And so I just feel like, I don't know, I could go on and on and on and on and on. And this is not about me. This is not about my family. But I appreciate y'all through everything because support system matters and being around kind, good hearted people is important. I know that I will never see those people again, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
grateful for them for showing up and stepping up and watching out for me and my family because you just never know what's going to happen. I can watch out and be observant and pay attention to my discernment, but some things are out of my control and there's just nothing you can do.
Right.
So don't take nothing for granted. That's all I can say.
No, no, I don't think you're taking anything for granted. I see the blessing in y'all being here, despite what could have happened. It could have been so much worse. And I honestly think that the only reason that the devil is messing with you is because he's trying to keep you from being greater. You are destined for greatness. So don't you ever forget that. Don't get distracted from that. Because anytime the devil sees you getting closer to your blessing, he's going to do anything to throw you off course. This is one of the major things that he knows he can get into your head with. You got to keep going forward, not just for yourself, but for your babies who are looking at you and how you handle this situation. I commend you because I would have been in pieces from the last wreck that I had, and it wasn't even that bad. I was shambles. So, and to be away from home where somebody isn't just 5 minutes up the road, again, I think that you handled it the best way that you could. Again, thank God that nothing happened to your babies. That's just I can't imagine as a mama what would be going through my head at that moment.
It was a shit show.
And it just shows your strength, and you got to lean on your strength as a mother, and as a good person, a good-hearted person, to know that whatever happens, as long as you still alive, you got fight in you, and you can keep going and be greater after whatever happens. And I can see that in you. I've been seeing that in you. Just conversations we done had and stuff like that. I just know that you got it. No matter
Hmm.
what happens.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, Leo, I'm sorry. I know we got to get scroll therapy done.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I wanted to like Bama said, let you speak your truth because somebody somewhere is gonna be able to relate to that story or your testimony. We're all going through something on different levels. I just hate that happened to you the way that it did, and especially with how life has been going lately. Every little win matters. Every little win feels like a big win at this point. So to
Yeah.
have something that devastating happen, it really guts you in a way. But I want you to pick yourself up because while y'all have the rainbows and the clover to talk about, don't forget about that little fortune cookie you had as well that showed up for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
There's all kinds of signs pointing towards something good coming into your life. Unfortunately, you got to go through hell to get there.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Before we start, before we start scroll therapy, let's go ahead
Mhm.
and check the chat.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
A lot of love from the
S-
chat, and
yeah, for sure.
we really appreciate that. That's the importance of having this podcast, having this union. That's why it's called Mosaic Union. Is because we are genuine people that have came together to have these type of conversations. Whether that be with us as hosts and also in the chat. Y'all can always have that conversation with us, whether that's us going live on YouTube or on TikTok. Um, that's what it's about. It's about community, and socializing. Like it can heal so much, and that's why we have to stick together as people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, Jelly Bean started off by saying, "Big hugs, Tab." Son, Goldie said, "Ugh, that's traumatic. So glad it didn't end in tragedy." Then
Mm-hmm.
she says, "The devil goes after the ones that have a big purpose in life." Then Jellybean says, "Love you, Tab." And then Jellybeans, not Jellybeans, Goldie said, "This is a learning experience for your kiddos, Tab. There are many lessons that can come from what happened."
Hmm.
Yeah,
Then Jellybean says, "You're the hero in this, Tab. Your quick thinking likely saved you and your kids' life."
absolutely,
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I completely agree. So, are y'all ready to get into some scroll therapy before we
Yes,
close?
ma'am.
Only if it got some stankiness in it.
Oh no, I couldn't find anything with stankiness tonight. I apologize. I was looking for anything
What?
hygiene. I could not
You
find.
didn't
We
have enough
had
funkiness for the season.
There was
right.
nothing
We
in
don't.
Reddit. I
But
could find.
but we cannot go. This is going to be the first episode all season that we ain't have a moment of stankiness.
There was at least two. I specifically remember because there were some
Oh.
traumatizing stories.
Not the MO. The MOS initials mean something different now. Instead of moment of silence, he done came up with a moment of stankiness. See, now you idolizing funky shit.
Well, I could look up a bad hygiene one. This one has 65 votes and 279 comments. Give me just a moment. Oh, God dang, girl, you wrote a dissertation. She must feel like I do.
Mm. Well,
Well,
she might be the one stinking.
I can shorten it. It says, my boyfriend has bad hygiene and I don't know what to do. My boyfriend is the most caring, loving, and amazing person I've ever met. He treats me so good. We've been together for around 2 years. My only issue is that his hygiene is really bad. He totally neglects any self care. He doesn't take care of his teeth, is really bad about showering, never washes his face, never dresses up
Mm.
more than just sweatpants, never wears deodorant, never wears any cologne. I don't know how, but he doesn't smell bad other than his breath in the morning. Okay, then what are you talking about? But it's still affecting me.
He
I
got
try to
trench mouth.
encourage him to do these things by telling him things like how much I love my electric toothbrush and that he should get one. How good his cologne smells, he should wear it more. He looks attractive in other clothes than just sweats. Stuff like that. He just gets annoyed and says he will do those things, but then never ends up doing it. He also gets very sensitive when I try to be stern about it. I told him that someone made fun of his teeth to me and got super upset, and and I had to just tell him it's okay. It's at the point where I feel like I have to mommy him. He failed out of college, is unemployed, and isn't doing anything to fix it. I love him so much, but he just won't listen to me when I tell him he needs to start bettering himself. I just need some advice on how to get through to him because I just feel so frustrated right now. Thoughts?
Man, I would say, look, you can't change anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And if he want to be that way, you either gonna wait for him to change on his own or just leave,
Right.
because you can't force somebody to change. It's just not
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're
you
gonna have
can't
to.
love
You're
no.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
But
I was just about to say you can't love nobody more than they love themselves.
yeah.
And if they are unaware or not self-aware enough to take care of themselves, then you can try to educate them. You can try to bring that up, but it's not your responsibility. So don't feel obligated to raise an adult.
Mm,
That's another thing I don't appreciate about people nowadays. The generations are these folks don't really want to raise their kids. They ain't really teaching them shit. You letting
well,
society teach your kids and wonder why your kids are going through the things that they're going through because
mm,
you don't know who they are. And you're not, you're not teaching them, you're not loving them, you're not training them. I don't understand how there's so many people. I don't like that there's starving people, and I don't like that there's people who are uneducated
mm,
enough to take care of themselves. And I don't like that there's too many cultures out there that don't show enough love to their children.
mm.
That's why the world is full of a bunch of heartless individuals because they
Well,
have not been shown enough love. And
talk about
so that's disturbing for me too. So I don't know what's going on in the world, but it's got to stop. But self-care, self-love, I can't imagine not taking care of my child, not teaching my child how to take care of themselves, and then leaving them out to the world to take care of themselves, knowing that I didn't give them no information to take care of
well.
themselves. Like, what animal are you to think that that's okay?
Mm,
Like, I don't know. That's just strange. But I'm recognizing that too, and we have to be aware of that. That person may not have been raised the way you were, may not have been taught the way you were. You cannot expect you from everybody else.
well.
That would be ideal. That would be nice. Like they
Mm.
say, that's too much like right. It's not right. So it is what it is.
No, I love that take because that's clearly a boundary that she has that he can't, he just can't meet. He likes the way that he is. So either you take him as he is or you find ways to work around it. If he's not willing to change, like JR said, there's nothing you can do to change him. He has to be willing to do the work himself. However,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
She's
deal with
just gonna have
somebody
to
who's
take
not.
that halitosis.
Yeah, halitosis, trench mouth, whatever the
I
case may be.
can't.
I'd be like, hey, you want to
No,
try this good
you ain't
floss?
breathing that hot red dragon into my face every.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
there's
happen.
ways around that. You could create a whole basket for their birthday. Hey, here's some floss, here's some toothpaste, here's some mouthwash, here's a tongue scraper. Let me show you how to do it, bruh. Let me
According
show
to
you how to
her,
do
he
it,
ain't gonna
sis.
do it.
Even if they don't want to do it, then you've done your part and you need to let it go. Quit
No,
standing, don't quit keep tolerating trench mouth. If somebody's mouth is that funky, okay, that is
ain't
a
gonna be
whole
kissing up on
disturbance
nobody. Not with my
because you're
face.
spitting that
Got my
out.
nose
You're
hairs and
spitting that
everything
out.
just melting off
It's
my face.
it's
Hell
not
no.
even just
This
about
ain't
the breath.
SpongeBob.
You have a deeper problem. That means your guts are affected, okay? So it's a deeper thing. It's your body. That's why I say anatomy and physiology. Like, people are not understanding what vessel you carry and how important it is to take care of yourself.
Well,
Like,
he's
I do
bothering
not
my soul
understand
by
that.
being stanky. I can't take it. I need to be right. I need to be peaceful. No,
Because the way I
absolutely
would be
not.
handing them gum, but see, for me, it's different. I could probably full on diagnose you and tell you what your problem is. But if
Okay.
you choose not to do anything about your mouth, then you finna lose all your teeth, dumbass. Go ahead. Go only brush the ones you want to keep. Only brush
Yeah.
the ones you want to keep. And that's your mouth. But you
I
can't hang around with me because you don't love yourself enough. So
all
you
that
can't
butter
you
on his
can't hang
teeth.
around with me.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, then
Ugh.
if she say she already mama them shit, grab his ass up and brush him your damn self.
I ain't hell grown ass. I'm not brushing anybody's buttery teeth. No, thank you.
Not the
No.
mama.
I thank
She
you. No,
said what
I'm
she
not the
said.
mama.
Look, look. When Tam said getting him gifts and shit, that reminds me of Tiffany's party. She was giving away little goodie bags or whatever, and in the goodie bag it had like the '90s, well, the 2000 body spray, some deodorant. I was all like, "Damn, are you saying people staying in here or what?" Like,
It's the summertime. I love a very
He
cautious
said, we
person.
at the
Thank you.
beach.
I commend
You
you.
ain't finna be funky at this
Yes.
party, goddammit.
She's like, here, baby, just swipe. You just gotta do a swipe underneath each one.
Yes,
Yeah.
there will be signs, goddammit. There will be signs. And you ignoring them? Are you reading them? Are you paying attention?
Please, I need y'all to follow directions. ASAP Rocky. Oh God,
Okay.
give me a head. Uh-uh. For this next one, it says I've started loving myself enough to not tolerate any breadcrumbs and disrespect. Now I haven't read this before, so I don't know the context. I've started putting up boundaries, especially for the toxic people in my life. It was difficult, but I finally am at a comfortable spot to ignore questions and random texts just because they need something from me. It's me being, I know you know I read that, but I'm choosing not to respond. Sorry, grammar. It's a work in progress, though. I also ignored someone who keeps on giving me mixed signals, and I kept on responding because I liked them. Ugh. It's like if you really want to see me, grow a pair and be consistent. But now I sit with the silence of not allowing toxicity and confusion back into my life. Sometimes this silence is consuming, but I'm not being drained out of my energy. Thoughts? Sounds like you just had a sneaky link and y'all ain't clicking or something and you just had to cut him off. I mean, if he's toxic, then I understand that. But there's not a lot of context to that.
Yeah, I need more information to say anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one, she doesn't really talk about it too much. Okay, there's a dissertation I don't want to read.
Yeah, I think she just a little confused. Her damn
Hmm.
self. Shit.
Yeah,
You
I,
gotta figure
I
out
think
what
she
she really
just,
want.
yeah, she's just trying to vent right now. She ain't
yeah.
asked no question or nothing. Like,
Okay. She was
Well,
just expressing herself.
I'm gonna move on to another one that may make more sense. Let's see what this one has to say. I got my best friend's boyfriend to take the fall for what I did to break off their engagement. A few years back, the engagement of my best friend ended because of an anonymous message I sent to her fiance's ex, creating enough doubt about him before the marriage ceremony. It was me. I was having a tough time and couldn't bear to see her live a life without me. Oh, God. Everything went according to plan. He was made to pay the price for talking to his ex girlfriend, and they split up. I stayed by her side when they broke up, consoled her when she cried, packed his stuff for her, made her realize how much better she could have been. What she didn't know was that the man who had betrayed her was sitting next to her. Now I wonder whether it was love or desperation that I did what I did. And I'll probably never tell her either. Thoughts?
Nasty
that's
work.
trifling as hell.
That's
That's trifling.
that's nasty
She
work.
a
Damn.
That's
savage.
cold blooded, brother.
She a savage, and Karma gonna tap that ass.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
And
he, right?
yeah. He did it to his
Yeah, so
face.
oh, he.
he in
Uh-huh.
love with her.
Yes, that's what he's
He's
insinuated. So he broke off their engagement so he could get back to her, but he doesn't say that he's back with her. This is what he said he did.
Everybody ain't happy for you. He just didn't want his friend to have her, even if he couldn't get her.
Yes.
And he did whatever it took to do it. People are, see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
People
I
ain't
can't trust
shit.
people. I'm telling you.
That
so he
ain't your
was
friend.
okay. Let me try to understand. So he was in love with his best friend, but the best friend was about to get married. Is that what was happening?
Yes, it says a few years back, the engagement of my best friend ended because of an anonymous message I sent to her fiance's ex. So he brought in his fiance's ex girlfriend. So that way it looked like he had started to talk to her again. So that way he could have his ex back.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
That
But
that
it wasn't even the ex though.
that's
It was the best
grimy.
friend. And then he wanted the best friend. He wanted the ex to get with. He wanted the best friend to get with the ex, and he wanted to get with the best friend.
No, he's saying that his best friend slash, I guess the way that he worded it is that they used to be together, but she got with somebody else, and I guess they remained best friends throughout all this. So, because he didn't want her to get married to this other dude because he's still in love with her, he set up this whole situation so that way his lover or this girl that he's still in love with would break up with this man so he could try to get back to her, but he doesn't say that they got back together. All he says is that he forced this engagement to be called off, and
Look, when I
that he'll
just
never
say,
tell her.
when I just say, what's done in the dark will always come to light.
Now, I say
Oh
karma
God,
gonna tap that ass, cause you know what? As soon as you, yeah, I would love to for you to come back and tell us when karma taps that ass.
Yeah,
Thank
because like the
you.
way the universe works, shit, she might be watching this pie right now.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Okay.
right. She's
They're
probably like,
watching
wait
her
a
Shit.
minute,
like, damn, this
that
mother.
happened to me.
Right.
God damn it,
That's
Jimmy.
right. I hope she does find out because that's grimy. You're gonna take away her happiness because you want her so damn bad. What did you do that you didn't end up with her? Is the question.
She didn't want that ass. She dodged the
Yes.
bullet. And you over here, see, that's another
Golly.
thing. Let them people go. Quit.
That's
Look, trying to
demented.
be with somebody that they ain't meant for you. You ain't aligned. Look at all
Uh-uh.
this shit you had to go through to get this person. You stupid.
No. I
Billions of people,
refuse.
man.
Them
That really
billions.
do sound like a Tyler Perry movie. That's what Young Gully said.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, for this last one, let's see what it says. Before I say last one, let me see what it says. It says, I'm a 30-year-old man who has never interacted with a woman. I feel completely invisible, worthless, and paralyzed by social anxiety. Hello, everyone. I'm typing this because the emotional weight of inside of me is becoming too heavy to carry alone. And I just want to confess this somewhere without being judged. I am 30 years old, a 90s kid, and I have lived my entire life in complete isolation from women. Nerd. Growing up, I studied in an all boys
Sound
school.
familiar. Did we hear this one before?
No, I didn't read this one before.
Hmm.
Unless you read
All right,
it.
sorry. Maybe. It
Unless you
sounds
saved it.
familiar.
I can move on to another one.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. Growing up, I studied in an all boys school in college. I was always surrounded by a close knit group of friends, completely drifting away from my any female presence. Can't talk. At that time, it felt normal and fun, but now it feels like a lifelong curse. I've reached a point where my confidence around women is absolute zero. When I am at work or in public spaces, if a woman even looks to my direction, I panic. I immediately look away because I don't have the courage to make eye contact. I feel an overwhelming sense of shame and social anxiety. Over the years, I've never even checked out a girl out or made an attempt to approach anyone. Whenever I see a woman, I unconsciously walk away or pretend they don't exist just to mask my own deep rooted fear. The worst part is what this has done to my self worth. Every single day, a voice inside my head whispers that I am completely worthless, unlovable, and broken. I keep telling myself that maybe I am just meant to be single forever, trapped in this lonely loop. I genuinely don't know how to change myself or how to build the confidence to just have a normal human conversation with a woman without my heart racing. If there is anyone out there who has broken out of this cycle, please tell me how to start. I don't want to feel invisible anymore. Thank you for reading my confession. Thoughts?
I think he needs therapy.
Yo.
Um, he has to get to the root of the problem
Mm-hmm.
and understand that before he can even work towards getting through the problem.
Most definitely. I understand there's a thing with being shy because I struggle with shyness, but baby, put a few drinks in me or I just get bored enough, I will start talking to people. But yeah, no, this definitely sounds like we were talking about earlier. He's too much on social media and he hasn't been socialized. So, baby, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to get out there.
Yeah,
I would
people
say
need to stop
this.
being scared.
Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
would say work on yourself. Be
Mm-hmm.
all the way comfortable with what you got going on with yourself, your
Mm-hmm.
confidence level, and then force yourself to talk to a female.
Right.
Like, make any kind of conversation. Just say, "Hey, I like your hair," or "Hey, those some nice shoes," something,
Mm-hmm.
and force yourself to just have the
Yeah.
small conversations, and then you build upon that as you go. You
Right.
know, that's how you work through that. But yeah, I definitely agree with Bama. It's probably gotten to a point where he does need therapy, or he just gonna have to push through those thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Alrighty, peace. Unless you want more school therapy, that's all I got for you tonight.
Well, yeah, let's check the chat. She said that's like a Tyler Perry movie right there. True that, Goldie. Get therapy, Jelly Bean said. Heal yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I think you definitely need to be self aware. You need to understand who you are. You need to understand your triggers, your strengths, your weaknesses. You gotta strengthen yourself, armor yourself so you can go out and conquer the rest of the world. And then know when it's time to be like, hey, have your boundaries, have your walls. Bitch, I'm leaving this motherfucker at 9 o'clock. Or I'm leaving this bitch at 11 o'clock. I'm only drinking 2 drinks, motherfucker. No, you ain't riding with me. I ain't
Ooh.
riding with you. I
Uh-huh.
don't know, but people need to speak the fuck up. You gotta pay attention to your body. You gotta pay attention to your surroundings. And understand, like, hey, you ain't in this world by yourself. It's not a self-centered, place. Like you can be that way and look what drama
Mm-hmm.
and detriment you causing yourself by putting yourself as the center, but you don't even know who you are. You got yourself at the center, you stress the fuck out, you ain't really living. You just walking around fucking existing. You miserable as hell. I can't imagine not talking to nobody. Like I'm an antisocial butterfly, but shit, I know how to retreat into my goddamn shell and mind my goddamn business too.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm not always in people's face either. I don't I don't feed off of other people or their energy. I don't need that to survive. And once people realize that, they'll understand you're crippling yourself. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I would definitely get therapy. And therapy is really just talking and expressing yourself. You can do that alone. You can do that with somebody you don't know. You can do that with somebody you trust.
Mm-hmm.
You need to pay attention to yourself and like just understand who you are and why you feel the things that you do. Things are gonna come up that you might have parking lot, but you're gonna have to deal with it at some point. Cause like all the secrets and the bad shit, what's done in the darkness is gonna come to the light. All the things that you push under the rug, they're gonna come. The dust is gonna come up flying up anyway.
Okay.
Might as well deal with it head on.
You know, absolutely. And before we get out of here, I just want to say we glad that you're still with us. We love you, and we just, because
Yeah.
like you said earlier, like anything could have happened. But at the end of the day, y'all made it through. Them bruises gonna heal up. Them mentals gonna heal up. And we're gonna push through.
Okay.
Amen. Yep, that is true.
Amen.
Now I'm blessed to still be here. I'm glad, it is what it is, but it's also what you make of it, right? So
Right.
I'm just gonna, see what happens from here. I'll keep y'all posted.
Yeah. Just
Yes.
like the
Yeah.
song says, even the strongest get tired, but you ain't done yet.
Hell no.
Hey.
Hell no.
But we are, yeah, come to the end of the episode. We appreciate y'all. We are down to our very last episode next week. Next week is going to be completely different from all of the rest of the season. We are coming as you are, whether that's pajamas
Ready
or
for the
whatever.
big.
But we're also gonna be doing a little bit of a mukbang or whatever. Meaning, so we're
Yes.
gonna be eating in front of y'all this time.
Okay.
So I need y'all to sit back, relax, and don't forget your snacks because we just talking.
Yeah.
I'll be
Okay, come with the bars. No Snickers.
uh,
Um,
yeah, bring y'all food too. Y'all cook or whatever. Eat with
Yeah. Come
us.
hang with us. Yeah.
bring your to-go plate, damn it.
Okay.
All right. Jelly, no, Goldie said, "Wow, season flew by." Yep, episode
I
2.
know. It's
Yes.
And
crazy.
I know Jelly Beans. I
Jelly
know
Bean
I
said,
forgot
drop
the
that
music
beat,
last year. I
Bartholomew.
locked the music last week. Look, I forgot.
Baby,
I
you
was
had
having
jelly
a
beans
Leah moment.
upset.
She
Hey,
I
said,
was
"You
having
ain't
a
hey,
supposed to
Leah
forget
moment.
today."
hey, I held it down too because she had asked on one of the clips. She was like, you know, who did that? I ain't put you out there.
I'm
I
about
held
to
it
say
down
I
and
ain't no
asked her for
snitch.
you.
I saw it too, but I wasn't gonna say
Who
nothing.
did
I
that?
ain't snitch on you.
I had already told her. I was like, I totally forgot. I just pressed in and said, "Fuck this."
You know where your moo moo? Okay, Goldie, come through with
Yeah.
that moo moo.
Yeah,
And be big backing and snacking. You
Yeah.
know what's
but
happening.
yeah, y'all done been here with us all season long, so y'all know the socials. The real Bama 24. That's me, the only one I got. And yeah, Aaliyah, go ahead and drop yours.
Mine is Aaliyah Elaine on TikTok, Aaliyah.Elaine on Instagram. Be sure to follow me. I don't do shit, but you know, I'm still here. I exist.
Oh
All right,
my
Jr.
goodness.
Hey, JR_real 100. Come rock with me.
Hey, and
And
y'all
Miss
can follow
Tickler.
me on IG is taboo_T Texas, and then on Facebook it's Tabitha Lynette, and then of course Tabitha Lynette 69 on TikTok. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you for y'all support. Love y'all.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and retweet,
Follow
like
and
post.
follow
What is
and
this
share.
thing? Yeah, share.
Subscribe. Click the
But
bell.
yeah, like the live for sure because like we see the videos on the YouTube and everything, but nobody's really liking it. So if y'all can like it while y'all in here,
Yeah.
that's much appreciated. But yeah,
Yes.
y'all have a good night. Let's not forget the music this time. We
Yes.
out of here.
Oh,
Don't
Let
get
us
us
know.
beat up. I ain't got time.
You.
Wait, what's the right song? Hold on, I got too many up in there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Not,
DJ Bama.
not
Come
some.
on,
Look,
granddad.
not. Hold on, I got summertime in queue. All right, there we go.
It's Bama, Tabby, Tickler,
All right.
Aaliyah, and JR, the rapper. It's Bama, Tabby, it's Bama, Tabby, Tickler, Aaliyah, and JR, the rapper. Mic on the table, no polish. Truth in the room, we call it. Different lanes, one circle. Same old scars, we talk it. From rent days to the break room. From new dreams to the pain too. We laugh hard and we break down, still we show up. That's the name now. Say what you mean what you say. Keep it bare, don't fade away. If it's real, let it sting. If it's joy, let it sing. Mosaic Union Podcast. Say it plain, say it loud. Mosaic Union Podcast. Real talk, we hold the crowd. Every voice got a reason. Every bruise got a sound. Mosaic Union Podcast. Come as you are. Right now, one week is love, next week is lost. Next week we're asking what it all costs. Black tea, cold notes, late night calls, big laughs. Then the quiet falls. We tap into faith and flaws, broken homes and second chances. Work boots, art and hard-earned wins. No mask here, just bare hands. Say what you mean what you say. Keep it bare, don't fade away. If it's real, let it sting. If it's joy, let it sing. Mosaic Union Podcast. Say it plain, say it loud. Mosaic Union Podcast. Real talk, we hold the crowd. Every voice got a reason. Every bruise got a sound. Mosaic Union Podcast. Come as you are right now. No perfect script, just honest breath. We name the fear, we name the rest. If you've been bent, if you've been won, sit in the storm, you won't be alone. Mosaic Union Podcast. Say it plain, say it loud. Mosaic Mm.